Okay, we are live. Garrett Pearson here, Software Secrets. This is day 11. Day 11, we're going to be talking about step 6, brainstorming and mind mapping. So, welcome everybody, and I want to welcome everybody that is new. And we've had a lot of new likes yesterday. And let's welcome Rick Bergstrom, Brad Shannon, Carlos Mendez, Michael Harper, and Eric Nudstrup. And I hope I said those names right, but I want to welcome you guys. These are guys and gals that have liked the Software Secrets page. So above this video, once after we've gone live, we're going to put a link to the Software Secrets page if you're not already on it, and you're going to want to like it so that you're going to get these daily videos, these daily live videos that I do every day during the week, the weekdays. And the last 5 days, I believe, the last 5 days we've been going over the 12-step process that we teach in our book, Software Secrets. The book is coming out in spring of 2017, but you can go and get the first 2 chapters right now if you go to softwaresecrets.com. So let me grab my notes here so I can make sure I'm giving you the right steps. So day 1, or it wasn't day 1, but step 1 was brainstorming your why your product should exist, and who's it for. Step 2 was buy a domain name. We talked about that and some tips on that. Step 3, design your logo. Step 4, create an opt-in page. And I actually, on that video, I showed our opt-in page that we developed for Software Funnels. Step 5, set up your Software Funnels account. And I talked about the future of Software Funnels. And we're actually building Software Funnels right now, and that's what these videos are all about. But and then step 6, which we're talking about today, is brainstorm and mind map. So brainstorming and mind mapping, this is where the rubber hits the pavement, okay? This is where it gets really intense. So do not skip those steps that I just talked about. You need to go through those steps. So go back through and watch the videos. If you go to blog.softwaresecrets.com, if you can't find the Facebook page, you can go there and click on Garrett's videos and watch all the past videos that I've done on and giving you tips on those last 5 things. So, sorry about that. Today, I got Lindsay howling behind the camera, and what I wanted to do is just kind of show you how we brainstorm and mind map. You literally need to sit down in front of some type of writing device. I don't care if it's on your computer, if it's on a piece of paper. We are lucky we have this huge whiteboard that we painted on the wall. You can see it goes clear over here. And this is all whiteboard we can write on, okay? You don't have to have this, okay? All you need is literally a piece of paper, but what you need to do is spend at least 2 to 3 hours brainstorming and mind mapping, if not 2 to 3 days, okay? And I don't want it to drag out because you just got to get it all down. I'm suggesting 2 to 3 hours of just intense, uninterrupted time of brainstorming and mind mapping. So what this step is you're going to be brainstorming and mind mapping your idea, and you're going to write it out and see what you're going to be brainstorming is the flow that your customer, your user that signs up for your product is going to go through, okay? Now here's it's not necessarily a tip, but a warning. You are not going to remember or think about everything, okay? You're gonna miss some things, and that is okay, But you gotta start somewhere. So, what we like to do from a mind mapping standpoint and brainstorming, we just start writing words down. So, mind mapping to me is just more of words, okay? Words or bubbles or whatever. When we get to step 7, which is the wireframing, that's when you're gonna draw out the actual pages and what they or somewhat of what they're going to look like. So mind mapping to me is just writing and brainstorming down ideas of. So where you're going to start, you're going to have two areas that you need to focus on: your users or customer, and then admin. Okay, what you as the admin, how are you going to manage your users? But we're going to focus first of all on user. So obviously the first thing that they're going to need. And I don't worry about all the marketing stuff yet. Don't worry about that, or even them registering. Just if they registered, start from there. So you're going to go login page. Okay, now you just start brainstorming. What are all the things or the way that these people are going to flow. Okay, so you got a login page. And I'm going to get rid of this over here for now. So then, where do they go after the login page? Okay, probably a dashboard of some sort. Now this is totally dependent on your software and your app. Like if you're building an app, same thing. If it's an iPhone app or an Android app, they're gonna have to log in. Where do they go after they log in? So for software funnels, we got a login page, they go to the dashboard, okay? So from the dashboard page, on this page, there's gonna be other pages, so you just gotta go through it in your mind. What are they going to do? What buttons can they click on? And what's the flow that your customer is going to go through in order to use your software as a service or your app, okay? So on the dashboard page, you're probably gonna have maybe a settings area. So you'll have a settings where they can click on settings. So that'll be a whole nother page. You might have on your dashboard, they might also be able to go to a billing page maybe, where they can see their billing, a profile page maybe, or that can all be under settings, and maybe that's where billing is. So this is where you're just going to spend time and just throw it up there, okay? Just throw it up there. Like, as I was writing this, I'm like, well, no, billing's probably in settings, so get rid of that. Profile, that could definitely be in the settings too. Their profile account and where they can change their email and all that, right? Maybe for software funnels, we have a whole user settings area. So in the settings, there's a whole users, so that people can create other users and teammates to come in and use software funnels. Again, you just have to sit down and brainstorm. So on the dashboard, now what you can talk about here or write down is what's going to be on the dashboard page. Well, on software funnels, we have 7 or 8 different tools that they can use. So I would write all those down. We've got the whiteboard tool, the wireframe tool, the team projects, team chat. So this is like Trello, this is like Slack. Then we'll have the help desk. We'll have services, that's more down here. Services, we got reporting and analytics. Okay, and that's the majority of what we have. So you can see I'm just brainstorming, writing it out. We've already gone through this process, so it's quicker and easier for me. But you have to think of everything. So now, let's say if they clicked whiteboard, then where would they go? Well, they would go to the whiteboard dashboard. Okay, and then from there they would be able to create a whiteboard. Here they would see all their whiteboards, so see all whiteboards. Okay, and I'm not going to go through all of these, but you can see. Then I would go through all of these. What are they going to do? What are they going to see? Now, this is totally dependent on your software. I'm just showing you an example. But sit down or stand up like I am in front of something, whether, like I said, whether it's a piece of paper or a big whiteboard or your computer. In software funnels, we will have a whiteboarding tool, which is going to be awesome. We still like to come and do it on the big board, and then when we do smaller, quicker things, we'll do it on our whiteboarding software. So now, let's say you got through all of your users. This isn't even all of it. You're going to think of everything. There will be a contact page so that they can contact you, or a contact option to click out on the dashboard page. There'll be privacy policy, terms of service page. There would be maybe if you're building something for who knows, like doctors, so you've got a dashboard where they see all their stuff, and now you need them to see their patients page, whatever. It's totally dependent on your idea. You just have to brainstorm and mind map out exactly all the pages that your user is going to go through to use your software, okay? So this is so important with building software. This is really, like I said, where the rubber hits the pavement, and you've really got to sit down and think of how your product is going to flow and how people are going to use it. And I'm gonna say it again, you're going to forget something. We already have in developing software funnels. We forgot some things, but it's okay. We added them in as we thought of them. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna wanna do is your admin area. Okay, so the admin's going to need to log in too, right? So then, is there going to be a dashboard? How do you see all your users? How do you fix all the billing for your users? Where's all that? Can you log in to a user's account to help them fix it? So you're gonna do the same thing for your admin and go through and brainstorm everything you need for your admin. And in our software secrets training, we go a lot more into depth in all these things that we'll be launching in the spring of 2017. But this is essential to getting your software off the ground. You've got to mind map, you've got to brainstorm through everything that you can think of that your user is going to need, that they're going to use. But here's the key, and this is what we teach in the book, Software Secrets book. You have to keep it simple, or else you will never finish your product. So, for example, with building software funnels, we were wireframing out our whiteboarding software, okay, of exactly what we wanted to do. And it was much like this, a brainstorm, but it was more what is on the page and how does it all flow, right? And we were getting to the point where we were almost adding too much for our first version. So just think of it as a version 1. What is the minimum viable product? That's the key word there. What's the least amount of things that you need for your user to get value out of it for version 1? Then all those other things that are going to take a lot of time, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to write all those things to the side and put them then in a notebook or whatever of version 2 features that we want to add, because you've got to get your product to market as soon as possible. So when you're brainstorming, mind mapping these things out, you've got to keep it simple. What are the least amount of things that I need to get this product to market? That's another super important secret to building software, is you've got to build a minimum viable product first, just the least amount of things that you need for that person to use your service, okay? So that's it for day 11, step 6, brainstorm and mind mapping. Hopefully you guys got a lot from this. Again, like the Software Secrets page, and maybe I'll read your name, but I won't be doing that every day. But I just want to welcome everybody and thank you guys all for watching. Thanks.